Hey there, and welcome. You know, every group of people, every group throughout all of history, has had to answer this one huge question. How do we get stuff done together? It doesn't matter if it's an ancient village or a massive country today, it all comes down to this. Who's in charge, and how do we make decisions? So, let's dig into the two basic ways societies have answered that. Okay, to really get this, let's put you right in the middle of it. Picture this. You're living in a small village and you've got a big decision on your hands. Maybe it's something super important, like where to build a new well. Or it could be something that's going to cause some drama, like who gets the best piece of land for growing yams. So, what do you do? Do you all get together and vote? Or does one person just, point and say, we're building it right there? Well, when you boil it all down, there are really only two ways this can go. On the one hand, you've got one person, a chief, a king, whatever you want to call them, who makes the final call. That's it. Their word is law. But on the other hand, you've got the whole community coming together. People talk, they argue, they debate, and they keep at it until they find a solution that pretty much everyone can agree on. And these two approaches, they're the foundation for everything we're going to talk about today. All right, so let's get into organizing people, the basics. And look, this is about way more than just yams and wells, right? These are two totally different ways of thinking about how to organize people. This is the bedrock of what we call political organization. And if you can get your head around this, you're on your way to understanding how pretty much any society works. Now, that term political organization might sound a little academic, but don't let it throw you. It's really just the operating system for a society. Seriously, think of it like that. It's the set of rules, the code that's running in the background, telling everyone how power works, how to handle arguments, and, how to actually get things done. Okay, so let's meet the centralized state, where all the power is with the one. Remember that first path we talked about? The one where a single person just makes the call? Well, that brings us right into the world of the centralized state. This is a system where power isn't just at the top by accident. It's put there on purpose. Yeah, in a centralized state, power flows from the top down. It's a really simple idea, but it's incredibly powerful. All the big decisions, all the authority, it starts in one place at the very top and it just flows down from there. There's zero confusion about who's calling the shots. All right, let's take a closer look at power in one place. Now, this top-down thing sounds pretty simple, right? But how does it actually work? What does it look like on the ground? Well, where you start to peel back the layers, you find that these systems are built with a very, very specific structure, and it's all designed to keep that control right where it is. And this is a perfect way to visualize it, the pyramid of power. Just look at this structure. We're using some of the great pre-colonial West African empires like Benin or Oyo as an example here. It is a classic pyramid. Right at the tippy top, you've got the king, the Oba. He's the ultimate authority. Then, right under him, you have a council of chiefs. Think of them as his cabinet, managing different parts of the kingdom. Below them, you've got the local village heads, dealing with all the day-to-day stuff. And then at the bottom, you have everyone else. It's a crystal clear chain of command with each layer answering to the one right above it. So, what are the telltale signs of a centralized state? Well, there are a few key things. First, you've always about that one single recognized leader. No question there. You've got that clear chain of command we just talked about. But here's the really crucial part. You also have the tools to make it all stick. We're talking about a standing army, a system for collecting taxes to pay for everything, and a formal set of laws and courts to handle problems. It's a really organized system, and it's built to get things done quickly. And this code just says it all, doesn't it? The king's word is law. In a system like this, there's no debate. The leader's command isn't a suggestion. It's not up for discussion. It is the law. Okay, now for the non-centralized alternative, power to the people. So we've just seen the centralized model, right? It's clear, it's a pyramid, it's absolute. But what about that other path? The one where getting everyone to agree is more important than making a fast decision. Well, that takes us to a totally different way of doing things. The non-centralized model, where power is spread out among everyone. And this comparison just lays it all out, side by side. Look at the difference here. For leadership, instead of one king, you might have a council of elders, or maybe leaders chosen from different age groups. And decision making, forget about decrees from on high. Here it's all about community consensus. Now that can take forever, but the whole point is to get everyone to buy in. And how do you enforce the rules? There's no army or police force. It's all about social pressure, tradition, and maybe even taking sacred oaths. The big takeaway is that power isn't in one place. It's spread out across the whole group. So here, decisions are made by consensus and leadership is shared. At the end of the day, that's what this system is all about. It's not built on top-down commands. It's built on teamwork and getting everybody to agree. Everyone gets a say because everyone is affected by the outcome. All right, so why does any of this still matter? I mean, we're talking about ancient empires and small villages, right? What does this have to do with your life, your office? Well, here's the thing. Once you know what to look for, you'll realize these two basic models for power are, well, they're literally everywhere. Seriously, you can see these models all around you. Think about our own government. It's a constant push and pull between a strong central government and local power, right? Or think about where you work. Is it that classic top-down company with a CEO calling all the shots? Or is it more like a modern startup where everyone kind of pitches in on big decisions? You even do this on a small scale. You're organizing a group project for school. Do you pick one leader or do you decide everything as a committee? So I want to leave you with this question. Power in one place or power to the people? Which system do you see more in your own life? As you go about your week, just start noticing. Look for these structures at your job, in your town, maybe even in your own friend group. Is the power concentrated or is it spread out? Once you start looking for it, I promise you, you'll see these two ancient systems playing out all over the place. And the answer might really surprise you. Thanks for tuning in.